Now, let us talk about the various bases of market segmentation. Now, market segmentation can be done on the basis of consumer personal characteristics. These are the non-behavioral aspects of a consumer, or it may be done on the basis of consumer response. These are the behavioral aspects of a consumer. Let us now discuss about the market segmentation done on the basis of consumer personal characteristics. The first is geographical characteristics. Here, the consumers are being divided into subcategories on the basis of the geographical location. Example of geographical segmentation is North Zone, West Zone, East Zone, South Zone, or we may further divide it as Northeast, Northwest, Southeast, and Southwest. Next, consumers may also be divided on the basis of demographic characteristics. These are the characteristics which belong to the population. On the basis of demographic characteristics, consumers may be divided on the basis of their age, gender, family size, occupation, education level, etc. Next, dividing the consumers on the basis of socio-economic characteristics. The social characteristics include social class, social status, culture, and the economic characteristics include income, expenditure patterns, expected income, consumer credit, etc. Finally, we can divide the customers on the basis of psychographic characteristics. These include personality, lifestyle, values, beliefs, and ideologies of the consumers. Consumer segmentation may also be done on the basis of consumer response. On the basis of consumer response, the consumers may be divided as under benefits, that is the benefits the consumers seek. Benefits may include the quality, service, economy, and specialty. For example, while buying a car, a consumer may look for quality, some may look into the service factor, some may look for a economy car, some may look for specialty. For example, some may look into speed while buying a sports car. Next is on the basis of user status. There are some users who are heavy users of a particular product. Some may be light users of a product, whereas others may be light users of a product. For example, when you talk about makeup products, models and film stars are heavy users of makeup products, whereas when we talk about teenagers, they may be medium users of makeup products. And finally, when we talk about the housewives, housewives are light users of a product. Next, talking about usage rate, that is the rate at which a product is being used, we may divide the consumers as heavy users, medium users, and light users of a product. If you look into the second category and the third category, it is almost same, but in the second category the division is made on the user, that is what kind of user they are, and in the third category division is made on the usage rate, that is how much the product is being utilized. The next is on the basis of loyal status. On the basis of loyal status, that is how much loyal a consumer is towards a product, the consumers may be categorized as hardcore loyals. These are the consumers who buy the same product all the time. For example, if we talk about toothpaste, then there may be some consumers who buy Colgate at all the time. The next type of loyal is split or safe core loyals. These are the consumers who are loyal to two or three brands. If we take the same example, then we are going to find that there are consumers who buy Colgate first, then they might shift to Pepsodent, and they might shift again to Colgate, and this process keeps on continuing. So these are the Safeco loyals. The next type of loyals is shifting loyals. These are the consumers who shift from one brand to another, but there is no traceable pattern on how they shift. That is, these consumers may shift from Colgate to Pepsodent, then to say Close Up, and then they might go for Colgate, but they will next buy Close Up, and then they will buy Pepsodent, and then they will buy Colgate. So there is no particular pattern on which they keeps on buying. The pattern is not traceable. So these are the shifting loyals. They are loyal to 3 or 4 brands, but their loyalty cannot be traceable. And finally, we have is the switchers. The switchers are the consumers who show no loyalty towards any brand. That is, whatever brand they like, they are going to buy. They keep on switching from one brand to another. The final basis on which consumers can be segmented is on the basis of attitude. On the basis of attitude, consumers may be divided as enthusiastic. These are the consumers who are impulsive buyers of a product. That is, they buy products impulsively. They keep buying now and then. The next type of consumers are positive. These are serious but mobile people who need to buy suddenly at any time. That is, when the need arises, they go for buying the product. The next type of consumers are indifferent. So these are the consumers who buy products systematically. That is, they would take a lot of time to think over. They would look into their cash. They will look into how much credit they can afford, or they are willing to afford, and will take the decision properly. Generally, these consumers do not go for credit buying of a product. The next type of consumers are the negative. The negative are the people who are spend traps. That is, a person who spends money in an extravagant, irresponsible way. The negatives fear losing money or misusing it. The spendthrifts are generally not satisfied with their purchases. Finally, we have the hostiles. The hostiles are very much irritated either by salespeople calling or meeting at any time, giving false promises, or by these bad services that are provided by the companies. We find more of an introvert nature in them. A marketer must find out the best method of segmenting the market. For this, he may use any one method of segmentation or a mixture of 2 or more methods of segmentation. Positioning will become much more easier only when the target consumers are properly satisfied. Thank you.